Thank you for joining us here inside of Finley Stadium, coming to you live via 11 Sports and FIFA Plus from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Regular season action in the National Independent Soccer Association. On the AstroTurf tonight, Michigan Stars FC have made the journey from Romeo, Michigan to take on Chattanooga Football Club. The Stars are 4-3-0. 4 wins, 3 draws, no losses on the season. Chattanooga Football Club is 8-3-0. 8 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses, 2 undefeateds. And it's a 650-mile drive down I-75, but you would think these two clubs are next-door neighbors. I'm Gabriel Schrei here alongside Zeka Fejas. Today, we'll be bringing you all of the action between these two great ball clubs in what promises to be a heated contest. Zeka, good day for soccer. It's a little cloudy. The threat of rain is looming here down in the valley in southeast Tennessee, but fans are out in full force. You can smell the food kicking, and the Chattahooligans are all fired up.
Yeah, not a whole lot of things playing out in the game today. You know, the weather is contributing. It is warm, but there's a nice breeze coming by. You know, the players shouldn't really, complain about that too much. I mean, it's all setting up to be a good game. You know, all the teams are ready, and should be again a nice game for us to follow tonight.
Officials today: the referee is Lila Ramachi, Josias Roach, Kia Hazlitt, and Promise Adebayo Aj are the officials for this evening's contest. Big thing, big storyline to watch is the discipline of these two clubs and whether or not they stick to the tactics that have got them to this point in the season undefeated, or if they ditch that and try something different. Do you think they're going to stick with what has worked for them to this point? Are they going to change it up? What do you see?
Well, I think both teams are going to stick to their game plan. You know, there are two schools of thought here. Chattanooga with one and Michigan Stars with another. But you know, something we got to mention is the rivalry on this game. You know, both teams have had, recent history of conflict in the field, and we're going to see if that's going to play it out at all in the game tonight.
Big rivalry between these two football clubs, and I'm certain we'll see that continue to play a factor here tonight. I agree with you. Very fired up. The fans are into this one, and lots of activity on social media leading up to this. There's been lots of activity on the turf in previous seasons, so I'm almost certain we'll see a little extracurricular tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we hope for a clean game. You know, we definitely want to see the competition, both teams giving them all. Hopefully they're going to stick to just be playing the game. But, it's an extra spice on this game tonight, extra ingredient. Having that recent history, both teams wanted to get the win. Michigan Star are away from home. Chattanooga wanted to maintain, this beautiful record they have built so far. So a lot to play for, and we'll see, if both teams are going to behave well and trying to stick to playing the game, which that's definitely what we would like to see.
4 wins, 3 draws for the Michigan Stars. 8 wins, 3 draws for Chattanooga Football Club. Both clubs have only allowed 3 goals to this point on the season. Tatenda Makruva, Gene Antoine, and it was a battle for the Golden Glove between those two last season. Now here we are. They've both allowed just 3 goals at the midpoint of NISA action. That has to be in the back of their mind at the very least.
Yeah, oh, for sure. We have seen games before where players were competing for the Golden Boot, and now we see both players competing and being contenders for the Golden Glove, which, each team that actually scored tonight is going to have that extra flavor, like, oh, I got to score, and a pretty good goalkeeper, both sides having been represented so well on that position.
We'll pause for the singing of the American National Anthem and return in just a moment on FIFA Plus.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket
A beautiful rendition of the American national anthem, and we are just moments away from kickoff in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 4 wins, 3 draws for the undefeated Michigan Stars. 8 wins, 3 draws for the undefeated Chattanooga Football Club. They host in the heart of the scenic city, Fort Finley. Gabriel Schrei with my good friend Zach Afeas. Excited to be bringing you all of the action between these two clubs. It's game day, and it's the game of the week for the National Independent Soccer Association. It's not hard to see why, Zeka.
Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon here. We see both teams lining up and ready to go. You know, I'm super excited. We're definitely going to talk about, you know, the lineups today, some changes for CFC and how that's going to play out. So interesting to see, you know, the first 15 minutes, you know, who's going to bring it, if the both teams are actually going to take it slow and trying to learn from one another, or if you're not going to come out of the gate strong and fast and trying to maybe get a go right off the beginning, you know.
Tatenda Makruva starting at goalkeeper for the Michigan Stars. Shmelov, Higby, Umeda, Merich, Chalabad, Olsen, Ahmed Shaibu, Hogbin, Baranovsky, and Bowie all getting the start for Michigan. For Chattanooga, Gene Antoine starting in goalkeeper. Bowers, Perez, Dixon, Stripling, Alvarenga, Mawape, McGrath, Ibarra, Prepelica, and Naglestad all getting the nod for Chattanooga. A couple of changes in the starting lineup for CFC tonight.
Yeah, we see Jesus stepping in. You know, he debuted last game. He did so well. I think he impressed the coaches enough to, you know, change their minds and give him the opportunity to start today. I mean, an experienced player who definitely, you know, can have the skill and have the means to contribute. And we see Prepelica coming in the field, you know, a player who has been so crucial for us. I think he rested last game. Now he's back, probably feeling rested and ready to go. That's our hope. But you know, CFC lineup pretty strong, a pretty strong side in my opinion.
5 regular season matches between these two football clubs over the last 3 years. 3 of them have been scoreless draws. 2 Chattanooga Football Club wins and 1 Michigan Stars win. 650 miles separate these two clubs along the highway of I-75, north and south, whichever way you may travel. It feels like they're next door neighbors.
Yeah, you think those guys are a lot closer in distance than they actually are. You know, it's a long road to get from one to the other. You know, the league, the way it's structured, they end up playing a couple of times a year, and recent history has shown that this game has a lot to offer, you know, for teams that are just so far apart. So for sure, something that's been on the mind of the players, especially at CFC, thinking, hey, we're gonna host these guys here, and we want to do this right and show what we are about at home.
The battle of undefeateds, Chattanooga Football Club hosting Michigan Stars Football Club in the NISA League Game of the Week, 11 Sports, FIFA Plus. That's kickoff, and we're underway inside of Fort Finley. Prepelica delivers a long ball, this headed away by Michigan, and finds its way off of the pitch. Chattanooga trying to go to the back quickly, looking over the top. Nothing doing on that initial attempt. Now Richard Dixon near the midfield stripe. Flipping it back. Chattanooga, a 3-0 win against Los Angeles Force last Saturday, July 1st, here inside of Finley Stadium. Beautiful goals. Marcus Naglestad scored his 50th career goal, 8th of the season in NISA League play. Hayden Bowers, it was his birthday, scored on a header to open the scoring. Leo Alvarenga scoring that 3rd goal for Chattanooga Football Club. Michigan Stars a win just a few days ago against Savannah Clovers FC, 1-0. This is Mawape, a penetrating pass. It'll escape over the goal line. Tatenda Makruva puts the Michigan Stars underway, nearly taken away by Marcus Naglestad. football off of the pitch. MSFC will throw in. Long feed overhead. Bowers looking for that. Couldn't put a helmet on it. Delivered to Antoine. Antoine, a laser beam up the pitch, gathered by Chattanooga only momentarily. Redirected. CFC to Richard Dixon. Dixon, long feed, close side, taken away from Mawape. Beautiful intercept by Michigan. Antres leaves it off, and now already a player down on the turf. We're in the early stages in Chattanooga. Michigan Stars working with the football. Prosper, far side along the touchline, looking back towards the center of the pitch. A long delivery deflected away by Chattanooga. Naglestad looking for the header there, and Michigan Stars will gather and send it back to Tatenda. Tatenda Makruva, a long delivery, looking close side. This one staying just inside of the touchline, but only for a moment. Stripling hustles to the ball, battling Olsen for it, and Chattanooga will have possession.
Yeah, both teams on similar positions on the field with a 4-3-3, but that's really the only similarity between them. When it comes to playing the football, CFC, you know, try and keep on their feet, building it from the back, and Michigan Stars definitely having that more direct strategy, hitting those taller strikers and deeper players. So we'll see how that's going to play out today, how both teams are going to behave, but for sure some differences in styles we noticed already in this game.
The Stars to Tatenda, who delivers a long feed up the field of play, looking for it. A battle here. Perez trying to defend the football away. Michigan Stars centering feed, lots of space. Flipped outside, far side along the touchline and off of the boot of Perez.
Yeah, they have so much quality. Their goalkeeper for Michigan Stars with the capability of hitting really good, precise, long passes, and they're going to use their advantage today. CFC has to be careful in preventing situations like this from happening.
Here's the throw-in, a long delivery, headed at, and Antoine falls onto the football, preventing any danger. Jean Antoine, winner of the Golden Glove for 2022. Edging out a few goaltenders who had excellent seasons. And the goalkeeper for the Michigan Stars, one of them, Makruva, was in contention, unable to pick up the award. That certainly has to be something these two keepers are thinking about.
Oh yeah, they know the stats, you know, they follow, they're very proud of it. And this season, it has been a battle already from those two, and today they're displaying their skills against one another, which is very exciting to witness.
Jesus moving with the football, a touch to Dixon, back outside. Up along the touchline, Bowie there defensively, now to McGrath. Not liking the pressure defensively, he was double teamed. Chattanooga, Naglestad, close side, air ball. This one comes down, inside of play, Mawape in the corner. Calvin Mawape taking his time with the defender, wanted to deliver it inside. What a nasty move. Mawape, the delivery, firing Naglestad, couldn't put it home, and this one will escape the pitch.
What a skill by Mumu. He set Michigan Stars left back down, literally. I mean, oh my goodness. Put a good cross in. Unfortunately, Marcus wasn't able to poke it inside of the goal, but a dangerous situation already for CFC.
Chalbad there.
I think we call that an ankle breaker in some other sports game.
I fell down up here in the booth. Couldn't
Yeah.
stay on my feet watching that.
My goodness, that was incredible.
Here's the throw-in, stripling for Chattanooga Football Club. Kelvin Mawape. Chattanooga maintains possession. Alvarenga battling along the touchline. Lots of heat by Michigan. Back to Dixon, the captain, far side to Perez in danger. Back to the midfield stripe. Bowers to Prepelica. Chattanooga Football Club, a scoring chance here early. We're into the 7th minute of play in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A clean sheet between two of the league's best goaltenders, and few opportunities to this point for Chattanooga or Michigan. Taken away momentarily by Michigan, maintains possession. Prosper lost it back to CFC. Perez just on the pitch all the way to Tatenda, and Michigan Stars clear this. Prepelica, a header. The crafty move won't pay off. Prosper to the center of the pitch. Chattanooga's Dixon trying to find a teammate. Looking for Jesus Ibarra. Prepelica. Richard Dixon, the captain. Back to Anatoly Prepelica. Back in the lineup tonight, the man from Moldova, and such a crucial piece defensively for Chattanooga Football Club.
Yeah, very important player. I think he was rested last game, maybe feeling a little bit. We're hoping, today he's back at 100% or close to it.
Alvarenga being harassed, and there's the whistle. He was looking for Nagelstad. Bowers, far side, Perez. Perez just in the touchline, working carefully with the football, back beyond the midfield stripe. Chattanooga waiting for the right opportunity. Here's a long delivery, far side. It escapes the pitch.
Good idea by Bowers and a good run by Perez. Unfortunately, not well executed. Bowers went on his right foot. Maybe next time he can be more precise and more careful with that pass. But, a nice thought coming off the back. CFC trying to build it from there.
The throw-in by Michigan Stars Football Club. Chattanooga taken away immediately. Ibarra looking to the interior from the wing, having trouble defensively. He's double teamed, somehow comes away with the football. Left off, Alvarenga, he's double teamed as well. It's taken away by the Stars. Dixon with a steal, looking for Stripling. Football loose on the midfield stripe. Long pass to Mawape as he goes down hard to the turf.
Yeah, Stripling's caught unbalanced there. The referee sees the foul, which was a good call in my opinion. You can see Michigan Stars imposing their physical game on CFC here tonight.
Leon Marich, the player on the back. He's on the far left of your screen, right near Prepelica here. Such a key piece for the Michigan Stars. A great mix of pace, precision, and power. The forward has been a constant threat to the opposition this season for Michigan and the Stars. 3 goals scored by him. A great facilitator offensively as well.
Yeah, they have options. They definitely have skill sets. They have the personnel to take on this game, to be successful in this league. So CFC has definitely to be on top of their game if they want to be successful.
Long delivery, Jesus Ibarra, far side, on the edge of the box. Football poked away, he regathers, in danger here. Stars able to pick it up, and there's the whistle. Michigan taking the football back away from Chattanooga Football Club. Tatenda Makruva. He has been a stalwart between the sticks for Michigan Stars. He even scored a goal against the Maryland Bobcats. Rare to see that stat line. Here comes Michigan. Stars looking, some space to work with, being harassed by Stripling. Football taken away effectively at that. CFC, far side of the pitch, flipped up Ibarra. Ibarra looking back towards the center, wanted the long delivery, pulls up. This one flipped inside. Chattanooga Football Club looking down to Mawape. Mawape along the close touchline. This one sent into the air and headed out of play by Chalbad.
couple of moments ago, tripling with the beautiful tackle. So clean on the ball, it's almost unnoticed his touch on Michigan Stars players, which makes him give up the ball, and he takes it away, and CFC goes from there. You know, a very nice piece of defending from CFC and Stripling, demonstrating that here on the field.
Chattanooga Football Club to throw in. Stripling up to Kelvin Mwape. He's double teamed. Football nearly taken away. Naglestad backside. Ibarra, Jesus Ibarra just along the 18. There's a cut looking back. Not liking the space. Here's a delivery down low. Some space for Chattanooga Football Club. Looking inside. Naglestad is there, double teamed. This off of a defender, and it rolls over the end line out of play.
Some good movement between Ibarra and Beto, both interchanging positions, but we definitely want to see some more from the wing when CFC has the ball down there, either a cross or, you know, another opportunity for somebody to take a shot. You know, something that CFC has had this season. We got to keep going tonight.
McGrath to deliver the ball. Here's the signal. Now the delivery, lofted backside to Tenda Makruva, put fingertips onto the football.
A similar cross from what we saw maybe last game where Bowers scored. You know, hitting deep on the second post, and Bowers being able to jump so tall, so high, almost getting on the end of this one as well.
Makruva is so efficient in the goal box, and that's a great example there. Able to completely shut down any opportunity Chattanooga Football Club would have otherwise had. Bowers to the captain Dixon. Close side, Kelvin Mwape. Mwape skying this inside and headed over the top of the net by Michigan Stars.
It's a good cross from Mumu, hitting on a good position, forcing Michigan Stars defense to ask questions from one another. The header is clear, but it's clear towards the goal, which gave everybody the impression that, you know, that one could have been going in, but luckily for them, that went on top of the bar.
The player Michigan is really keying in on here is Marcus Naglestad. Here's the delivery to the center, and again to Tenda Makruva, swipes that away, preventing any scoring opportunity to be had by Naglestad. He scored 8 goals in NISA League play this season. 50 career goals for Chattanooga Football Club in over 50 appearances for NISA. The current record for goals scored in a career for Chattanooga Football Club, 52. Multiple players have hit that mark. He's threatening to meet it.
Yeah, he's close.
Certainly on record watch as Michigan Stars clear this football away. Naglestad, a mainstay for CFC and the boys in blue. One of a few, as is the captain, Richard Dixon, number 4. Looking up, lost by Chattanooga Football Club and now taken away momentarily by Michigan. Kelvin Mwape to Dixon. Dixon left it off. Chattanooga centering football. Back and forth they go. We're into the 15th minute. It's scoreless here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 11 Sports, FIFA Plus. 4 win, 3 draw. Michigan Stars are on the road battling the also undefeated Chattanooga Football Club. 8 wins, 3 draws on the season, and we've had an electric contest tonight to this point. It's been back and forth, but lots of scoring chances for Chattanooga Football Club. They just spent a matter of minutes parked down in front trying to score on Tenda Makruva, who was able to fend them off.
Yeah, CFC's doing their job, you know, playing offensively, you know, trying with crosses. You know, we have had a couple of corners that have gone well for us. You know, it all indicates that a goal might be soon coming.
Chattanooga Football Club has been very efficient when using set pieces to this point on the season, as evidenced last week with Aiden Bowers. It was his birthday, and he scored the first goal against Los Angeles Force on Saturday night. It was a header right out in front on a corner kick. Do you think we'll see any set pieces like that tonight, or probably not?
Well, due to Michigan Stars, the height of their players, I think that would be a difficult thing to accomplish today.
Naglestad cutting us off. There's a bomb, and this one deflected away to the relief of Tatenda Makruva.
Yeah, if you are to be successful, you know, the key for the game, in my opinion, is keeping that ball down on the ground, you know, and finding opportunities with the ball on our feet. Of course, it's a game of soccer. We don't know what's going to happen, but, you know, they're probably well prepared to deal with aerial plays.
This is McGrath, who is again in the corner. Chattanooga Football Club has loaded the box. McGrath, a delivery close side and deflected away by Michigan instantaneously. Iakov with a beautiful play. Perez will resume play. There's the throw in. Perez working his way towards the center of the pitch with the football, off to the captain, Richard Dixon, all the way back to Prepelica, and Anatoly Prepelica will move with the football over the midfield stripe. Long pass, this one gathered up by Chattanooga, heavily defended again by Michigan. Michigan really trying to keep them from pressing forward and getting down near the 18 here, Zeka.
Yeah, they're defending well, you know, closing down the channels, forcing CFC to you know, move a lot off the ball, which we've been doing. It's nice to see some dynamic movement between the front line and the midfield. So definitely CFC trying to find the spots and trying to find you know, the weaknesses on their opponent.
Alvarenga will go back to Stripling. This one all the way back for Chattanooga. Midway through the 18th minute here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. CFC to Perez along the far touchline. Chattanooga looking for some sort of opportunity to work the football up the field of play, and so far no space to do so. Stars playing shutdown defense and parking the bus. Alvarenga far side. Bowers had a little slit in the defense. There's a move by Ibarra. Jesus Ibarra left off for Perez. Perez near the edge of the pitch. Doesn't want to go off of the field of play. Chattanooga centering feed to Naglestad, who is tripped up from behind and goes down.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed Ibarra today, one thing that he brings with him is the movement of the ball, you know, and everybody around him also follows suit, which is very nice and impressive to see how CFC behaves with the changing personnel, everybody adapting to one another and learning and improving as people bring in different ideas and different styles.
This 19th minute is the 5,000th career minute for Richard Dixon, captain of Chattanooga Football Club.
Yeah, experienced player. I had the luck to play with him, you know, such a good leader to have on the locker room and on the field, you know, somebody I would look up to, you know, learning from his time that you definitely notice just by being around him how important he is for this football club.
He's played part in 30 NISA League regular season wins for Chattanooga Football Club. Tatenda Makruva. He has stood on his head in Chattanooga, Tennessee tonight to this point, making big save after big save, and that is certainly a storyline in this game between Chattanooga FC and Michigan Stars. Two goaltenders who are seeking the Golden Glove. Gene Antoine has faced little pressure to this point.
Yeah, he has barely touched the ball, which is the opposite for Michigan Stars, and I'm sure he's prepared and ready to go in case he's needed.
Stars, close side of the pitch, long delivery. This one rattling its way up the turf, taken away by Chattanooga Football Club. This is Mawape just in front of the bench. This is poked out from under him by Kataro. Mawape will throw back onto the field. Stripling. To resume play. Over to Mawape. Mawape falls down. Play continues. Stars clear this. Now the whistle. Wape still down. Kelvin Wape back to his boots. He appears to be all right. Here's a look at the current NISA League standings presented by Coca-Cola. On top, of course, Chattanooga FC, 8 victories, 3 draws, a goal differential of plus 17. Trailing behind Maryland Bobcats FC, claiming the 2nd spot, 5 wins, 1 draw, 6 losses. And Michigan Stars FC standing in the 3rd position, 4 wins, 3 draws. That's why tonight's contest is just so key, so pivotal.
Yeah, a lot to play for. You know, the records, you know, something both clubs are definitely wanted to keep as clean as possible, you know, without any losses. So for sure, a big consequences for both teams, whoever takes that one home.
Both head coaches of these football clubs on their feet, shouting out onto the field of play. Trevor Banks, the bench boss for Michigan Stars. Rod Underwood, the man in charge for Chattanooga FC. 2 men who have been absolutely transformative to locker rooms and front offices of these sports franchises. Chattanooga, Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra turning with the football, working his way towards the box. Naglestad left it off. Ibarra can't return to the ball. Had a scoring chance. He was cut off very effectively by Garrett Hogman.
Yeah, beautiful run by Ibarra. Marcus tried to play him through. There was just not enough space in front of the goal for that ball to be reached to him. And, you know, the idea was there. The run was perfect. Next time, maybe instead of Marcus passing to him, maybe turn, take a shot, you know, from that kind of position. But Ibarra, again, you know, being crucial in moments that CFC is trying to build and create opportunities.
Back to Tatenda Makruva. Makruva ladling this one up the pitch, taken by the Stars. They're working their way around, up along the far touchline. Michigan. Some space to work with. This one looking inside. Prepelica jostles it loose, and now the whistle as Dixon starts to work with the ball.
That'll be an interesting battle tonight. Prepelica against Michigan Stars center forward. Both physical players, you know, tall, strong. We'll see how they're going to behave once each have the ball and how they're going to try to shoot each other off from, you know, one from scoring and one from being successful at defending.
Michigan Stars dinking and dunking through the center of the pitch. That was an outlet pass, now down along the far touchline. MSFC looking inside, flipped down, a chance here, and this one is sent out of play by Jesus. Ayakov was looking for a centering feed, Jesus not having it.
Yeah, here comes a long throw. Something similar that CFC does it once the ball around, you know, the 18-yard box.
Antoine directing his teammates. Here's the long throw. This one is loose through the box. Alvarenga, the first one to put a boot on the football, and it's cleared away through the center of the pitch by Chattanooga. Makruva, off the heel of his boot, he'll work with it. Naglestad threatening gently, pursuing the football on the back. Michigan burning some time, close side. Here in the 25th minute. Makruva, long delivery, far side. This one left off. Chattanooga will take back over. Scoreless between CFC and Michigan Stars FC. 11 Sports, FIFA Plus. We're into the 26th minute. Plenty of scoring opportunities for both of these football clubs. It's been a high-pace, high-action game here in NISA League play. Michigan Marich loses this one, taken away by Alvarenga. Mawape has it stolen back immediately by the Stars. Michigan looking inside, could create a scoring chance in the channel. Shut down by Prepelica, who comes up with a football. Anatoly playing shutdown defense as Chalbot sends this off of the field.
Impressive by him, by Prepelica. Unfortunately, CFC has to be careful, trying to play out of their field, to avoid situations where defenders have to make big tackles and, getting in risk to maybe, commit a foul, maybe a yellow card or a dangerous foul for Michigan Stars. So CFC for sure needs to be careful, more thoughtful about building from the back.
To resume, this is Stripling of Chattanooga. Calling out to his teammates and delivering it to Mawape. Chalbot. Long throw in, up the field. Stripling headers at this. Michigan coming away with the football. Long delivery. Wanted Marich. Escapes his reach, and now Antoine of Chattanooga. Chattanooga Football Club. Working with the football towards the center of the pitch. Bowers. Had eyes for Perez, now instead centered up by CFC. Taken away immediately, they're able to regather. Chattanooga Football Club, Jesus, long pass, Naglestad, close side, this is Mawape. Mawape on the corner of the box, there's that move again, an ankle breaker, kept in near the goal line, no. Thought he had that on the field of play by the way the bodies kept moving, but then the whistle sounds.
Yeah, he just ran out of room there, a nice move, nice cue, but we just didn't have enough space for him to get across. But again, CFC getting in those positions on those wingers, isolated 1v1s, we're so successful at it. And Mumu, just a skillful player that the majority of the time is going to be able to execute this and get across. This time around, he just ran out of space.
Zeka, for the players, this is, to the media, this seems like a very crucial mid-season point, a big tilt. They're both undefeated. It's the game of the week for good reason from NISA League. And you can't really say that to the broadcasters if you're a coach or a player. What would your thoughts be if you're out there on the pitch?
Well, I'll just, definitely before the game be thinking, about the occasion, so big for both teams. They definitely plan ahead. They have that on their calendar, knowing they during the practices on the week, they talk about it, this is what we have going on, and everybody's aware. But once the whistle starts, once the whistle goes, it's just like another day on the field, and players settle their nerves, but for sure, once things go one way or the other, the nerves kick back in. So keeping things in a more successful manner helps, especially with the weather, with the heat, Hopefully CFC will keep their focus the whole way through.
Chattanooga Football Club struggling to maintain possession in the face of Michigan Stars. Excellent defense. This stripped away, popped up, left off. Michigan with a head of steam. Here's the delivery. Prepelica back to Antoine to shut it down.
As calm as you like, a dangerous cross, but he just chested to Antoine, just showing his skill set right there. What a confidence play, and hopefully you can keep it clean as we have so far.
Approaching the 31st minute in Chattanooga, Tennessee, scoreless between Michigan Stars and CFC. Here comes Jesus. Jesus, a little bit of space to work with on the corner of the box. Two defenders given back to Alvarenga. Alvarenga has McGrath and Stripling, comes back to him momentarily, and now CFC, a full reset on the back, not liking the pressure. Prepelica in the center circle, sent over to Richard Dixon. Dixon all the way back again. Chattanooga Football Club, long delivery. This is Perez. Perez off the edge of the 18, working his way towards the center of the turf. Naglestad on the penalty arc, a move, firing into Tenda, covers, gloves, and falls.
That's exactly who we want on top of the box, facing the goal. Marcus with the move and a shot. Well blocked by Michigan Stars. Maybe another touch would set him for a clean look on the goal. But again, CFC in getting those positions that they know they can be successful at.
Michigan Stars with the football. Scoreless in a high-pace, high-action game, the NISA League Game of the Week on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. Thank you for tuning in. Coming to you live from the scenic city inside of Fort Finley in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Gabriel Schrei here alongside Zeka Fejas. Prepelica on the back, long delivery, gathered by Chattanooga. Alvarenga, a defender there, bringing pressure is Prosper. Through the center of the pitch, Perez on the far side, up along the touchline. Jesus is double teamed. Centering feed, and Chattanooga will go back. All the way back to Prepelica. Chattanooga Football Club looking for some space to penetrate. This is Jesus off of his boot and taken away by Michigan. Michigan, one pass off the heel, looking for a teammate, no one there. McGrath takes it back for Chattanooga Football Club. CFC in the middle third of the pitch, looking down, this delivery to Naglestad. Naglestad walking his way towards the box, outside Jesus. Jesus pops it up, controlled. A defender between him and the box. The move delivered inside and headed away by Michigan. Two headers, this one cleared, close side, it'll travel over the touchline. Mwape quickly the throw in. Chattanooga's McGrath being harassed from behind, this one over the end line. Bowie trying to bring pressure. It results in the corner kick for Chattanooga. Mwape standing on the edge of the pitch. McGrath is in the channel. Box is loaded up by CFC. Keep an eye on Prepelica, who is parked out front, the big man, making contact with Tenda Makruva. Mwape, the delivery, backdoor. This one finds its way off of the pitch. Bowers was looking to make contact.
CFC again going for those deep balls. Unfortunately today hasn't necessarily hit the target, but also something has to be said by the way Michigan Stars defending those balls. They being a physical, tall team, being well prepared to deal with aerial plays.
These two teams met in April already this season. It was a scoreless draw. Two scoreless draws last season on June 25th and September 18th between Chattanooga Football Club and Michigan Stars FC. Chattahooligans are going wild here, enjoying the milder weather. Much cooler in Chattanooga as the cloud cover rolled in later in the day. It was very sunny this morning. A header and Dixon. Too much contact resulting in the official sounding their whistle. Still down here. Taro is up under his own power.
Yeah, the referee and Richard having a long talk there. I wonder what they were saying to one another, but Richard, for what I know from him, definitely trying to keep it cool and composed, you know, explaining the referee what he was. You know, I'm sure he's never going to bring to the referee some negativity or, you know, anything that we wouldn't want to from our captain.
Close side, this is Figby. Long delivery, far side of the pitch. This one unable to be kept in play by Michigan. Throw in for Chattanooga Football Club, Alvarenga to Perez. Perez off of the touchline, double teamed, not liking the pressure, all the way back to Bowers. Being followed from a distance by Marich. He'll roll this towards the center field stripe. Chattanooga gets it to Naglestad. Naglestad left off. Jesus along the touchline. Jesus looking inside, crosses into the box, and he goes down hard.
Yeah, that's a PK game. Nothing to be said or complained by Michigan Stars. Ibarra with the nice move gets Michigan Stars defender to hang a leg out there, which hangs too far and too long, which traps him and trips him. He gets down for the PK, and for what I understand there, Richard Dixon has the ball, but we're gonna see if that's actually gonna be the case, or if we're gonna have somebody else stepping in to mess up with the goalkeeper's preparation. There it is. Marcus actually is going for it.
Number 99, the beloved son of the Scenic City, Marcus Naglestad. 8 goals this season in NISA League play, 50 career goals for Chattanooga Football Club. Tatenda Makruva, one of the finest keepers in the National Independent Soccer Association.
A lot of history between those two players.
If you don't know, use YouTube. Naglestad, awaiting the signal. He has it. Walking, waiting, firing, the score! Marcus Naglestad! His 9th goal of the season, his 51st career goal!
What a beautiful PK. Completely dislocates the goalkeeper, send him to one way, ball to the other. Very confident on his walk to the ball and on his strike. You know, shows why he is the Golden Boot, why he has the record, chasing for now just 1 goal. You know, unbelievable player that we have the luck to witness playing here for CFC.
Chattanooga Football Club leading 1-0 in the National Independent Soccer Association Game of the Week. The Michigan Stars, 4 wins, 3 draws. Chattanooga, 8 wins, 3 draws. And that is the 4th goal allowed this season by Tatenda Makruva, who has been very efficient between the posts.
Yeah, he didn't get near that one.
Long delivery by Michigan. This is where things get hairy for both clubs. Lots of energy. Both sets of guys are fired up. Prepelica, a long delivery. Tatenda able to glove this. And looking into the eyes of Naglestad there as he fires this up the pitch. Chattanooga takes it away quickly, right near the center field stripe. Dixon, the captain. Through the edge of the center circle, Chattanooga looking long. McGrath has it deflected away defensively by Olsen.
One player today that have been impressed me a lot, Gabe, is Stripling. You know, so strong on the ball, keeping things clean and smooth. If somebody messes up, he's right there to clean it up. You know, a beautiful game by him today. Very happy that he has this performance, helping CFC to be successful.
To flashback many, many months ago, before the season began, Coach Underwood appeared on ESPN radio here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he spoke about how complete and full the roster of Chattanooga Football Club is and was coming into this season. And I would certainly say that has proven to be true. The way they play, the backside, the midfield is so effective.
Yeah, something to be said about the roster. Very deep, you know, with interchanges in between games and different personnel stepping in for different types of jobs. But so far, the level hasn't dropped. If anything, it has been an improvement we've seen each week here at Finley.
Dixon, long ball, loose momentarily. Michigan wants to clear this away from Naglestad, who is harassing him from behind. Chattanooga with a takeaway. This is McGrath, close touchline, has Mawape inside for help. He goes down from behind. Chalbad, too much boot.
Yeah, he catches McGrath on the run from the behind. A classic play for a yellow card, which the referee follows through, you know, what he should have done, and she did, and nothing to be complained about, in my opinion.
Mawape and McGrath are standing alongside the football. 3 Michigan Stars between them and the post. Makruva, the goalkeeper, standing at his post. Calling out to his teammates here. McGrath and Mawape await the signal. There it is. McGrath leaves it off. Mawape walking down towards the center. Perez looking far side. Jesus on the corner. Jesus on the edge of the 18. Doesn't like the pressure. Flipped behind him. This one close side. Just along the goal line. Still in play. Naglestad takes a swipe at it. Gathered by Mawape just out of the 18. Kelvin Mawape really feeling the heat. The striker gets around the defender. A piece of jersey is grabbed. I'm not sure if the official missed it. Mawape turns like a top. Mawape back up. This one is taken at. Mawape centering feed, stripling the big man far side. Perez walking down towards the 18. Chattanooga left off. Jesus, the new face on the roster, looking inside. This is his first start for Chattanooga FC. Jesus back over to Perez. Chattanooga along the touchline. Walking his way towards the 18, flipping it down towards the goal box. Jesus centering feed, taken away by Michigan. Beautiful play defensively by the Stars and Prosper to clear the threat and danger from Chattanooga.
I mean, CFC keeping the ball so well around the box, you know, with opportunities on both sides. Mumu with such, you know, good footwork and good skill, you know, he's causing such a nightmare there on the CFC's right side and Michigan Stars left. And also, Jesus, something has to be said about his game tonight, causing the PK and also some dangerous situations all the way through the first half.
Jesus, Naglestad looking into the 18, Chattanooga. Alvarenga back to Jesus. Jesus in the channel, looking to the interior. There's a move, delivered inside. There's the shot! Chattanooga Football Club, 2-0 in the 44th minute.
What a goal by Beto with his left foot. Wow. Picked that one out.
His second goal of the season. Chattanooga Football Club leads 2-0.
Jesus keeping the ball on the left side, on and off, you know, pieces of skill, speed, patience. Now finds Beto, which with so much composure, coming on his left side, hits it one touch, and the ball just curls in nice and easy on the top corner on the far side of the goalkeeper. I mean, you wouldn't expect it. We haven't seen that from him this season, but we know he has the quality to do it. And right now, Beto got his second goal of the season. What a beauty this is.
A gorgeous goal, a gorgeous delivery, and it's 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club in the National Independent Soccer Association Game of the Week. And that's very crucial for just one reason. The last time it was a 2-goal victory between these two clubs, the Michigan Stars won on October 17th of 2021.
Yeah, definitely some payback here. Feeling CFC taking opportunities, you know, scoring goals. And it's a huge advantage to go into the locker room with that score sheet. CFC definitely did what he had to do, had most of the chances, if not all of them. And here it is, 2-0, well-deserved score sheet for Chattanooga.
A corner kick for Michigan Stars. 2 minutes of added time. Antoine calling out to his teammates from inside of the goal box. Michigan loading it up. There's the signal. Now the delivery from the close corner deflected away by Calvin Mawape. This escapes the pitch. Michigan will throw in. Hunter Olsen. Giving it off. Stars from the close side of the pitch. Just meters away from the Chattanooga Football Club bench. Here's the delivery, a long one, the header, this one towards the edge of the 18. Naglestad with a missile, this one into the brickwork. Michigan will throw in. We're beyond 2 minutes of added time. Just seconds to work with. Cleared again by Chattanooga Football Club. Makruva. Tatenda with a missile up the field of play. Headered at, Stripling. Taken by Michigan. Michigan inside of the 18, left off. Marich wanted to fire, regathered. Here's an opportunity, too much juice, and it's into the locker room.
A strange play. Some Chattanooga players went down and stayed down. The play continued. Michigan started with some chances here very late on the first half. Luckily, nothing from that. CFC keep that 2-0 score sheet and maybe going into that for the locker room.
Antoine skying this one up the pitch. A header in the middle third. Michigan working to regather. Ayakov all the way back. Makruva in a bit of danger. Chattanooga there, not once but twice. Chattanooga still bringing the heat. Perez nearly with a steal. Michigan working to get another pass off. Chattanooga has the football. A shove and the whistle.
And the yellow card.
Slow to rise, Alvarenga. Still trying to get this sorted. Lila Ramachi, the referee for tonight's game between Chattanooga and Michigan. We simply must have reached the end of this added time after the conclusion of this. There were 2 minutes of added time. We've played 4.5.
Yeah, that must be the last kick of the half.
This is Mawape and Naglestad. Makruva. He's allowed 2 goals. Naglestad. This one is over the top and off of the railing. And that will do it for the first half in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the boys in blue lead 2-0 over the Michigan Stars Football Club. What a first half it was for CFC.
Yeah, beautiful, well-executed game plan by CFC, you know, having the majority of the opportunities of the half. Scoring 2, I'm sure the players are happy, the coaching staff. Now going to the second half, how well organized they can stay, maturity levels they're going to play. CFC has displayed that in the past, and I believe this game, it's going to be the same way. I doubt that Michigan Stars can come up with something, but we never know.
This game has historically been a very tight margin. To see it be 2-0 at the conclusion of one half is a rarity and potentially a sign of things to come.
Yeah, nobody expected that, definitely not me. But CFC, you know, just been playing so well this season, and tonight just being the same thing.
We'll take a break, be back with where to buy tickets, when you can come out and join us here in Finley Stadium, our cause of the match, and much more. It's 2-0 CFC leading Michigan Stars in the NISA League Game of the Week on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus.
Formation. Something has to be done because CFC has literally shut them down on the first half. Not a whole lot of opportunities for Michigan Stars. CFC with the majority of the ball in possession and ending up scoring 2 goals, which is an unexpected score sheet for the occasion that we see today for the rivalry. And I'm expecting Michigan Stars to try to change things up, and we'll see if that's going to be the case here at the beginning of the second half.
Full time has been reached in Rochester, New York, a 4-2 victory for Club de Leon over Flower City Union. 2-0 opening this second half. Chattanooga Football Club looking inside. Naglestad wanted the outlet to Jesus, cleared away. Michigan Stars can't get it back. Stripling in pursuit. This one skying it off of the pitch on the far side over the touchline. 2 goals. Alvarenga scored in the 44th minute, his second goal of the season. Marcus Naglestad obviously piping in his 9th goal, 51st career goal as a boy in blue. Impressive. And he is on record watch and in hot pursuit of the Golden Boot.
He's so close. I mean, that's something that's going to be done here pretty soon.
This one to Naglestad. Naglestad looking close side. Jesus feeling the heat near the edge of the 18, deking and juking, wanting to get around the defender. Too much heat, back to Kelvin Mawape. Mawape to Dixon. Richard Dixon, the captain, far side. Stripling up near the edge of the 18, taken away. Beautiful little steal. Kataro for Michigan Stars. Now it's lost. So many keys to this contest, but one that we've come back to time and time again. Antoine and Tatenda are 2 of the very best, if not the best, goalkeepers in NISA, and their performances are crucial to the turnout of tonight's game. Do you think that Tatenda can bring it back, and is there any way Michigan could score more goals than Chattanooga's allowed all season?
I mean, his confidence is shattered already by, the goals that he conceded, and nothing on his fault, nothing on him, but Michigan Stars defense, for sure, it's already bothered by CFC's strategy tonight.
Jesus was looking for the feed, and it's cleared away by Ayakov. Chattanooga will throw in. Makruva had only allowed 3 goals on the season. Entering tonight, Jean Antoine has only allowed 3 goals on the season. Makruva has allowed, obviously, the 2 goals tonight. Now 5 goals allowed on the season.
Wow, what a move.
Chattanooga loses this. Alvarenga had it momentarily. Dixon flipped it over to Naglestad. Far side, long feed, Chattanooga. This is Mawape, who's working his way along the touchline. There's a nifty move coming towards the center of the pitch, still looking ahead. Too much heat, back to the captain. Dixon flipped off. Chattanooga here in the 48th minute. They'll go back to Bowers, and Aiden Bowers will help reset for CFC. Long feed, Jesus in the channel, looking backside. This one taken at Chattanooga. This one is Mawape, who fires, and what a save by Makruva.
What a beautiful player, beautiful strike by Mumu, but something has to be said about Beto and his place on the ball. Just then, without touching, he makes the ball run to Jesus, who takes it and get a good cross on it. A couple of moments ago, just one touch move with his chest, deflects the ball away from Michigan Stars defenders. I mean, beautiful pieces of skill we've been able to see on the game.
Michigan in the attacking third. The Stars looking towards the 18, deflected away by Alvarenga. He has been all over to start this second half. Now Mawape takes at it. Naglestad gathers the football and going to Antoine, who will clear it back to him. Chattanooga from the close touchline to Alvarenga. Leo Alvarenga through the center third of the pitch. Has eyes for Nagelstad. Marcus just over the center circle. The captain, Richard Dixon, Chattanooga Football Club, setting something up. They certainly have a play in mind. Jesus on the close side near the touchline, being harassed by Ayakov. He beats him out. A little bit of space to work with towards the penalty arc. Left off. A lot of contact. Fans contesting. This shot has too much on it and comes off of the brickwork.
Yeah, CFC with so many options and so many people around dangerous positions, and they find over and over open players, which Michigan Star has so much trouble dealing with. You know, CFC for sure creating so many chances already on the second half.
Makruva in the 50th minute. Cleared away, Michigan to Ayakov. He's along the close touchline. Flipped up, Michigan Stars on the move. Ahead of steam here, coming as Chalbot. Wanted to airy this one, and too much going over the top. (2-0) Chattanooga Football Club. A lead built by 2 scores in the first half. Marcus Nagelstad followed by Alvarenga in the 44th minute. It's been all action, back and forth body blows between these two clubs. Michigan Stars unable to score. Jesus on the close side, snaking his way up the AstroTurf, left off for Alvarenga in the channel. Near the edge of the 18, back to Jesus. 2 defenders, he's cut off. Football is given to Makruva. He goes over the head of a defender, and it'll find its way off of the field. Perez for Chattanooga Football Club to Jesus. Perez walking his way back towards the center third of the pitch. Bowers to Antoine. Antoine lasers this one, floating all the way up through the center third. Chattanooga gathers it, and the whistle. Well, with Michigan and the Stars being known for how aggressive and physical they are defensively, what else can they do? How would they change strategy at the half? What do you do on the whiteboard there?
Well, let's talk about this after this play here.
Mawape towards the penalty arc, and this one is saved by Makruva. Stamp that on the highlight reel as well. He's allowed 2 goals of just 5 allowed all season long tonight, but that does not put much of a damper on what has been an otherwise excellent performance.
Yeah, I mean, the shots that were savable were definitely achieved by the goalkeeper.
Lots of ticky-tacky stuff. Andres Chalbot goes down, and the whistle.
So talking about bringing back that subject on Michigan Star's strategy and how they could change things, in my opinion, they have to bring in players that have a little more speed. You know, with those taller, less dynamic players that we see on the field right now, it'll be tough for them to break CFC's defense. If they have options of players that can move a little more, you know, creating more chances on the wings to maybe feed up some crosses, that could be an option. But right now, we're not seeing that strategy change on Michigan Stars. What they present in the first half is being similar here in the second half, and CFC is already taking advantage of that and creating chances like we've seen before.
This is Hunter Olsen. Great technical skills, great vision. The midfielder has scored 2 very important goals this season for Michigan. Now a chance in the 53rd minute. A teammate joining him for the kick. I believe that's Kataro alongside of him. The signal. Here comes Michigan, left off, centering from the penalty arc, off of the boots of a Chattanooga defender. A second deflection by the captain, a third by Jesus. Chattanooga has eliminated the threat momentarily. Michigan circling about, here's a pass. The Stars trying to set something up, not a lot of space. They're going to go all the way back to Makruva here in the 54th minute. Long ball, close side. Perez there defensively, finding the boots of Bowie. Centering pass, Richard Dixon has a souvenir for a fan.
Richard Dixon being crucial twice, 2 times in a row here on Michigan Star set piece, well executed play. Ball ends up in front of the box with one of their players open for a shot, but Dixon literally throws his body in front of the ball and blocks it. Perfectly defended. Nice tackle by Richard.
Bowie overhead, the delivery headed away by Chattanooga. Prepelica got a helmet on it. Now Antoine covers the football. I don't want to turn this into like a party for Richard Dixon. Richard Dixon is a great football player.
Yeah, he's been key, you know, and you wouldn't be able to guess by looking the way he played on his age. You know, a player getting up there in his 30s, still being able to move, being able to keep up with those younger players, you know, with the conditioning, with the physicality, with the speed. You know, very impressive the way he carries himself on and off the pitch.
Artem, 33 years old for the Michigan Stars. Richard Dixon, 33 years old for Chattanooga Football Club. 2 of the older athletes in NISA. Interesting fun fact, the youngest players on these rosters, Nicholas Nicola is 17 for Michigan. Damian Rodriguez is 20 years old. Michigan will throw in. They trail 2-0 here in the 56th minute. Lots and lots of scoring chances both ways. These football clubs have been all gas, no breaks tonight in the National Independent Soccer Association Game of the Week here on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. Thank you for tuning in, joining us for this journey here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Gabriel Schrei, here alongside me, my good friend and analyst, Zeka Fejas, and we're having fun tonight. This has been great. Yeah,
it's been a fun match to follow, you know, some beautiful chances here, beautiful play for CFC. You know, the majority of the chances coming from them. You know, well executed game plan, and nice to witness on a beautiful night here at Finley.
2 quick passes. Marich far side. Michigan back up the pitch. Kataro had that feed. It comes off of the field of play. Stars will throw in. Long delivery, Marich there, Prepelica headers it off of the field. Mawape got a piece of it, putting it into the brickwork. Michigan will throw in. This is Bowie with the football. A lot of pushing and shoving down in front of the goal box. Some finger pointing, and players are being separated.
Yeah, that's something CFC has to be careful, you know, trying to not get into arguments and frustrations with things off the ball, because they're going to play in an advantage for Michigan Stars, you know, getting the players frustrated and they might not focus on the game and all the things outside from it. So staying consistent, staying professional, it's going to be key to lead the result the way we want it. And it's been a beautiful, well-executed game on the ball, and that's what we got to keep our minds on it tonight.
The referee has said her piece. Prepelica and Prosper are separated this time. Bowie. The long delivery, throwing it in the 18. 2 helmets off of this. Now cleared away. Mawape is down after a lot of physical contact. Now the whistle.
yeah, the referee has to be careful handling those types of situations. You know, things off the ball need to be cautioned and need to be talked about, maybe causing to be shown, because we don't want to see, you know, fights. We don't want to see injuries. Staying that off the field as much as possible. Definitely the referee playing an important role tonight, keeping the game as smooth as possible.
NISA has great officiating, night in, night out. Very rarely can you sit back and complain about the calls. They do a good job, and so far in what has been a very physical contest, this crew has been on the bot.
Yeah, I think the game has been handled pretty well tonight, and nothing to be said about the referee's performance.
Rod Underwood along the touchline, close side, fired up, closing in on the 60th minute in a 2-0 ball game. Chattanooga Football Club leading the Stars of Michigan. The long journey, 650 miles down I-75. And what a battle it has been between these two clubs in the NISA Game of the Week. Thank you for being with us. 11 Sports, FIFA Plus. Gabriel Schreier with Zeka Fejas. So many great scoring chances, including that just a moment ago for Michigan. Chattanooga Football Club has scored a league-leading 22 goals this season. It's something we felt could be an advantage for CFC against MSFC entering this game. It certainly has played out to be exactly that.
Yeah, we definitely noticed the styles of play in effect tonight. CFC with advantage, you know, with the more thoughtful and careful and defined style, you know, executing well and getting the results.
Officials still getting this sorted. Prepelica with the delivery, a long kick up the pitch, headed at loose close side near the touchline. Alvarenga is in pursuit. It finds its way off of the field. Ayakov will throw in. Long delivery through the center of the pitch. Taken at by both squads. A beautiful kick by Andres. All the way back to Antoine. He controls and gathers. Delivery close side to Perez. Perez skying this one up the pitch. Michigan rejected. Right back. A header, Prepelica in pursuit, and now the whistle before he can reach the ball.
An offside call by the referee, but definitely a lot of contact off the ball, you know. I'm noticing things happening on this second half that, you know, both teams need to be careful for if they want to continue the game with 11 players on the field.
Chattanooga working with the football. You can be here with us. No home game next weekend. We won't be back here inside of Finley Stadium until the 22nd of July. Hope you'll join us then. You can get tickets now. ChattanoogaFC.com/tickets. Looking for a centering feed deflected out of play. ChattanoogaFC.com. Click onto the tickets tab in the top navigation bar. Be here with us. Undefeated Chattanooga Football Club leading 2-0. 8 wins, 3 draws this season. Chattanooga after the throw-in. Jesus picking his way back down the turf towards the center of the pitch. Bowers back to Antoine. Jean Antoine. Marich is coming after the football. Here's a long delivery close side off of the field. Other games this week. Several thrilling matches in NISA action. On July 5th, Michigan Stars FC had a 1-0 victory over Savannah Clovers, reaffirmed their strong start to this season. 3 matches today. Flower City Union fell 4-2 to Club de Leon in Rochester, New York. Albion San Diego, LA Force are playing now in a West Coast showdown. Here's the long delivery, far side, Michigan. Michigan, the delivery and the header, this one going straight up, coming back down on the edge of the 18. Players vying for possession, swatting at it. Dixon wanted it, gets it away, and now cleared by Chattanooga, far side. Over 1,000 kilometers between these two clubs, and the rivalry is so hot.
Yeah, we think they're neighbors, but you know, yeah, very far away, but it feels a lot closer with the recent history we've seen from both of these teams.
Ayakov back inside of the 18. Makruva, long delivery. Chattanooga wanted that. Richard Dixon vying for possession here in the 65th minute. Long feed, close side, Michigan Stars. Perez wants to take it away. Somehow gathered by Chalbot. He's looking back on the edge of the 18. A lot of space, and he goes down hard as boots are tangled. We'll see a kick here. Cotaro found himself on the turf. Perez, just too much contact, swiped him right off of his cleats.
Yeah, an isolated play, a long ball, you know, 1v1 situation leading to Michigan Stars players. Similar to what happened to CFC in the first half, being trapped on his feet. Goes down, the referee sees it, calls the PK, no complaints, which leads me to believe that from this angle, seemed to be a PK, and if that's the case, I mean, there we go, Michigan Stars with a huge chance for them to get 1 goal back.
Here's the signal. The firing shot is swatted away by Gene Antoine. He won the Golden Glove last season. As the race heats up, so does Antoine. What a save. You have to be kidding me. That's unbelievable.
Wow. I mean, he's the Golden Glove for a reason. I mean, big moment, stepping up, shutting it down.
Get your paper, get your pen right home to mom and dad. That's incredible. Here's the corner. Headered at, this one backside, rolls over the end line. And the fans love it. Listen to them get fired up.
I mean, if you wanna write your name on this club's history, you better start saving some PKs. And you know, in a moment like this, 65th minute, you know, the game's still plenty to be played. He coming up with a huge save, you know, keeping CFC ahead of the score, and I mean, a big moment. What a save by Antoine.
That's just amazing. 3 goals allowed this season, 2 of them on penalty kicks.
Yep, he definitely maybe been practicing that. If this is something that has been hurting him, you notice, you know, he's stayed on his feet, followed the ball, and just made a crucial save to keep this game ahead for Chattanooga.
You know, the rise of technology being more available in broadcasting, we're able to bring you so many details, so many great things about the beautiful game and the contest here inside of Fort Finley. But one thing I just can't impress upon you enough is the size of Antoine. That's a big man. He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big fella, but there are definitely some bigger bodies out there today for Michigan Stars. I mean, definitely a physical team requiring CFC to bring on, you know, strength and to keep up with those guys.
Chattanooga, the feed down low from the edge of the goal box. Makruva the save. Couple of those larger bodies we've been keeping an eye on. Obviously, Chattanooga's own Prepelica, the man from Moldova, but Maric has so much size and power, and up front, And through the midfield, he is just a big impact player.
Yeah, it's been a big battle physically tonight, and CFC has come up, with not only that, but also skill set, game playing strategy, formation, tactics, you name it. It's been a domination. And also, staying composed under the goal, was down to just staying strong, stepping up when it's needed. That's what it takes when you want to have a winning side, something that stays with you for a long time, building memories. I mean, you need plays like such, and we've seen both ends of the field.
The throw in for Chattanooga. Ayakov took at that. Boots colliding. Somehow, this is Michigan. Naglestad coming away with the football. Jersey is grabbed at. Fans are fired up. No whistle. Close side, Jesus along the touchline. We're leaving the 69th minute here in Chattanooga. Jesus working his way inside. Back to Alvarenga. Dixon touching it back and forth. Chattanooga to the midfield stripe. Looking far side to Mawape. Mumu is in trouble. He goes down. Michigan with the ball.
I feel like Michigan Stars want to take some CFC shirts tonight home. We should provide them, maybe even with an autograph. I mean, they've been pulling shirts, I'm telling you what.
I've certainly not seen a lot of that at this level. More tonight than any other contest. Long delivery from the far side, looking to center it up to Jesus. Football escapes the 18. Michigan walking this up the touchline. Long pass, gathered by Marich, taken away by Perez. Chattanooga. McGrath. This one finds its way up along the touchline and out. Michigan will throw in. Not before we get a change. Mawape will take a break. Here comes Juan Louis. We'll also see Garcia Sosa. I believe Alvarenga will go to the bench and take a break for Garcia Sosa. Prosper will take a break for Michigan. Nicholas Nicola coming on, the 17-year-old. A couple of fun players to watch show off their footwork skills. Garcia Sosa and Louis are just so talented.
Yeah, definitely, one thing CFC has, it is the deep bench, players coming in and keeping the level increasing, with the fresh legs and improving the roster. And here we are with two brilliant players stepping in.
Naglestad back to Garcia Sosa. He circles, leaves off the football. Here comes Chattanooga. CFC close side to Perez. Perez lasered this one down to the touchline. Football towards the box and the 18. Jesus keeps it on the field. Looking back towards McGrath. Chattanooga not happy with the decision.
Yeah, the lineman saw it, which, he has a really good angle from there, and referee called it out and throw in for Michigan Stars.
I definitely always tend to trust the officials. They're on the field. We're up here in the box. It looks like it from up here, of course, but down there,
yeah,
they can see it in a way we just can't.
Yeah, especially down the line. I mean, having that angle there on the lineman, it's tough to miss.
Chattanooga in hot pursuit of the football. It finds its way off of the turf. Perez will throw. Chattanooga. Big shove of Jesus. They'll maintain. Ayakov got a hand on him. McGrath will kick the ball. Chattanooga back to Perez. Perez on the midfield stripe. Pursued hastily by Chalban. Far side, Juan Louis. Louis back to Stripling. Juan Louis through the center of the turf. He goes down hard, blown tire. Here comes Michigan. The Stars looking up the pitch, turning about, waiting for the best opportunity. Doesn't like that. Cattaro leaves it off. On the edge of the center circle, Michigan. 2 quick passes, looking on the long ball, down into the 18, and Antoine gloves that easily. Antoine is just so good.
Yeah, especially coming off the go. I mean, that's his specialty, you know, claiming those balls. He's so good at that.
Chattanooga, long feed up the pitch off the chest of McGrath and off of the field. Michigan will throw in Iakov, getting the Stars started. Football back to him, just along the touchline. Centering feed, Marich tees this up, taken away by Louis, only for a moment. Nicholas along the 18, Perez there bringing the pressure defensively. Michigan keeping it alive, looking to the interior, waiting for some space to open up. Perez strips it away, still alive on the touchline. Jesus, some nifty footwork over to the captain. Richard Dixon back to Perez. They've got a little bit of breathing room now, and Perez will clear this one, arcing the football up the pitch. Michigan gathers there along the touchline. Naglestad in pursuit. Football loose momentarily. Michigan gets it back. Back to Makruva. To Tenda Makruva. Firing this one up the field of play. Perez throws in for Chattanooga. Lots of contact. Play continues. Michigan with the ball. Richard comes away with it. Chattanooga, Garcia Sosa back to Antoine. Gathered and cleared from the goal box. Long delivery up the field, looking for the header, Juan Louis. Taken by Michigan. Stars looking for some space to work with along the far touchline. Feed near the channel, down along the end line, centering feed, and Antoine falls onto the football. The second half, we have yet to see a score. 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club. Naglestad scored his 50th goal of the season. Last time out, his 51st goal of his career in this one. He has 9 NISA League goals this season. This is Juan Louis. Louis to Naglestad, close side, Jesus on the edge of the 18 towards the penalty arc. Taken away by Michigan. Stars wanting to clear the football. Jesus is in pursuit. Naglestad there as well. Michigan, far side of the field, near the center third of the pitch. Lots of space to work with. Ahead of steam for the Stars. Looking inside for Marich, cleared by Prepelica.
I mean, one thing I noticed, you know, going deep into the second half is CFC still maintains the desire of keeping the game ahead, you know, with good opportunities going forward. But once players don't execute it well up there, they make their way back and defend, you know, as hard as they have been throughout the whole game. You know, that has something to be said about CFC discipline and focus, you know, to keep the game ahead, to keep the record at home and throughout the league, you know, undefeated. It takes that kind of play from everybody. People up front, people on the back, in the middle. The whole team is very focused and mentally prepared to deal with, you know, good opponents like Michigan Stars.
(2-0) midway through the 78th minute here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. National Independent Soccer Association Game of the Week on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. Thank you for tuning in. 8 wins, 3 draws for Chattanooga Football Club this season. They are undefeated, as are Michigan Stars Football Club. 4 wins, 3 draws. This has made up our NISA League matchup of the week. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Zeka Fejas on a beautiful night in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Michigan Stars maintaining possession through traffic. Marriage backside, looking into the channel. Thought he had a teammate and skies this one out of play.
The only thing making me nervous here, Gabe, is the weather. I mean, from the far side, we start seeing some lightning. Maybe, you know, we have been keeping up with the radar. There's rain coming. Can we keep that rain away for the remaining minutes here on the second half?
Yeah, that lightning is a long way off. It's behind Signal Mountain, which is at the edge of the valley on the far side. Here's a shot, headered, and this one travels over the end line.
But it's on its way. I mean, I've been noticing more and more, so hopefully that won't affect the game tonight.
I'm glad you brought it up. I feel like the play-by-play announcer is plagued by the announcer's curse. I've been trying not to look where the weather's coming from. I'm trying to cover my eyes and shield them from the far side of the valley here.
I mean, I'm just looking at the trainer, you know, the people responsible to,
I know, me
making
too.
those
I'm
calls.
looking at them. I'm not looking at the weather.
Yep.
Don't look at it. Fans, don't look at it.
Keep that clock running. Speed that up.
The Stars from the edge of the pitch, header. This one travels back over the top of the netting. We are nearing full time here in Chattanooga. In spite of impending weather, Michigan Stars Football Club, Chattanooga Football Club play on in the NISA League Game of the Week on 11 and FIFA Plus. Thank you for tuning in wherever you may be. We appreciate you joining us for this exciting night of soccer action. Long delivery by Antoine, taken by Chattanooga Football Club. McGrath up to Nagelstadt. Far side, Louis nearly cut off by Michigan. Defender there near the end line. This one over the touchline on the far side. Stripling will throw in. A change coming here. Who else gets an applause like that? Beloved son of the Scenic City.
I mean, he has a beautiful game. You know, he played so well. Great finish on the PK. Another one getting a huge round of applause is Jesus coming off the pitch. I mean, just a really good performance by him. Very impressed by how he has stepped in on the starting lineup tonight.
For those two, here in the 82nd minute, we get Lenny Lopez and Damian Rodriguez. Lopez, 1 goal this season. Here's Louis. Louis on the edge of the 18, triple defended. He goes down to the turf and the whistle sounds. We'll have a kick from the edge of the 18. Garcia Sosa, Alex McGrath. The whistle, McGrath to Garcia Sosa. Back up top. Along the touchline, far side, he's picking his way towards the box. Lenny Lopez has it stolen off. Bowie, long feed, looking through the center of the pitch, gathered up by Richard Dixon. Dixon turns in a circle. Nicolas grabbing it in from behind. Left off. Damian Rodriguez. Makruva clears this up into row F.
What a run by Richard. What a ball he played to Damian. Very well defended by the goalkeeper. Comes off the goal very fast. I mean, he's such a fast player. I mean, it's something that he does so well coming off the goal with so much speed, and clears off the ball just like that.
Closing in on the 84th minute, Michigan Stars in the channel. Some space for the feed inside. Nicholas takes at it. Close side, near the edge of the 18 on the corner. Down to the touchline. Off the heel of his boot. Nicholas heavily defended by Bowers. Stars, this one out of play. Bowie with a nifty move to maintain possession. 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club, 11 Sports, FIFA Plus. Gabriel Schrei alongside me, Zeka Fejas. Undefeateds in the NISA League Game of the Week. 8-3-0 Chattanooga. 4-3-0 Michigan Stars, as we have a CFC player slow to rise.
Yeah, it looks to be Bowers with some trouble there, causing the trainer to step in. Hopefully nothing too serious. Maybe not Bowers, actually McGrath, I think.
I believe
hard
it
to
is
tell
McGrath.
from here, but hopefully nothing too bad that can prevent him to maintain himself on the field.
Taking just a moment to check on him. Well, just in case you're one of those people who turn off the broadcast as soon as the game is over, I'll let you know now what we'll see next for these two clubs. On Saturday, July 14th, Michigan Stars FC will face Los Angeles Force. That will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Romeo Stadium, Washington, Michigan. On Saturday, July 19th, Chattanooga FC will face the Maryland Bobcats. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time inside of the Maryland Soccerplex. Bowie from the touchline, headered at. This one travels out of the 18. Stars working to maintain possession. A number of athletes there in pursuit. Bowie able to force this over the end line. Antoine, winner of the Golden Glove last season, showing off his prowess tonight in Chattanooga. In front of a beautiful crowd as well. Great turnout. In spite of the impending weather we mentioned a few moments ago, I was really worried about it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think I'm only going to be clear on my mind once the whistle goes off because, you know, as we know, it doesn't need to be raining for the game to be called off.
Two quick passes. Michigan still with possession, looking outside. Long ball, interior. Perez headers it away. Michigan regathers, working towards the close touchline. Harassed from behind. This one finds its way into the stands. Chattahooligans there in the center of your screen, out in full force. Bowie will throw in for Michigan. Gathered in the channel by Bowie. Centering feed. Jostled, still loose. Dixon flips it up. Chattanooga unable to clear it. This one out of play. Long shot up onto the concourse.
Not a bad chance by Michigan Stars, you know, they with the long throw, scrambling on the box, trying to get a shot. They eventually get one, but it is far away from the goal and the ball goes on top of it. CFC definitely needs to stay on their toes, stay focused because they're not going to stop.
McGrath to the bench. He'll rest on the laurels of his performance this evening. In his stead comes Mr. Capizzucci. Antoine from the goalie box. Long delivery, close side over the touchline. Michigan will throw in. Artem puts that back. Now Makruva working with the football. Makruva, long feed, far side, just inside of both lines there in the corner. Michigan looking to the interior, heavily defended. Football still in the touchline, now out of play. Stripling bringing the pressure defensively. It looks like Bowie will throw in for the Stars. coming into the 89th minute of regulation in the Scenic City. 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club on 11 and FIFA Plus. The NISA League Game of the Week in the final stages of this. Yellow card assessed. Down along the touchline. Now we're cleared to get back underway. Long delivery by Bowie. Front side. This one headed away by Chattanooga and now fully cleared. Makruva. Way up near the center third of the pitch. Long feed, close side. The header and Antoine covers this near the end line. Antoine, who has stood on his head, the goalkeeper, has just been electric this season. 7 minutes of added time. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, definitely a lot more than I expected for added minutes. That's some World Cup style of added minutes.
A lot of contact there. His boots are tangled. Antoine still down, back on the penalty spot.
Yeah, maybe he felt something when he kicked the ball.
Capizzucci back to check on him. And here comes the medical staff. NISA League Game of the Week here on 11 Sports FIFA Plus. 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club. We've reached added time, of which they've given us 7 minutes.
Yeah, maybe some more added time now that Antoine's gone down. Referee might add to that 7 minutes. I imagine so.
I'm enjoying an ice-cold Coca-Cola here in the booth. And speaking of which, a look at our updated NISA League standings. Chattanooga FC topping the table. 8 victories, 3 draws. Trailing behind them, Maryland Bobcats. 5 wins, 1 draw, 6 losses. Michigan Stars rounding out the top 3. Antoine is back up onto his boots.
Yeah, hopefully nothing too serious that can prevent him from playing, you know, from performing the way he has. For me, Gabe, I know it's early for us to be saying that. So far, the man of the match for me.
How could he not be? He has been peppered with shots. So many scoring opportunities for the Stars of Michigan, and Antoine has stood on his head time and time again.
I mean, it's been a great performance by the team, but somebody that has stepped up today and did more than he should is Antoine, saving the PK.
A couple of quick passes. Chattanooga Football Club. This one cleared away by Michigan. Far side along the channel. From the corner, Chattanooga Football Club. Juan Louis left off. CFC back and forth they go. Lopez to Louis. Now the flag.
Yeah, Louis coming back. Call offside. Good call from the referee.
Long delivery. Michigan Stars headed away by Prepelica. He's got a skull like a lead bat, sending that football back up the field like it came out of a pitching machine. Makruva wants to respond. A long delivery of his own, headered, floating, backside, cleared away by Chattanooga. Here will be a throw-in for the Stars.
Yeah, here comes a long throw again. CFC needing to be careful.
Bowie, such a crucial piece for Michigan with these long throw-ins. He's very good at this delivery. And these are the saves we're talking about for Antoine. The delivery swatted at Michigan. Unable to maintain possession. Chattanooga still working to clear. Both clubs kicking at it. Booted now by Perez close side to the bench of Michigan. Bowie the throw-in. All the way back to Makruva, who's playing way up. Michigan into the attacking third, skying this backdoor, cleared by Chattanooga. Firing a long shot, swatted at, and just the tips of his fingers. Antoine.
What a save. The ball catches a huge bounce, maybe a slight deflection or close to, which doesn't allow him to react until the very last second, and he does it so well.
A corner kick for the Stars of Michigan. Backdoor delivery, the header, Antoine dives, cleared by Prepelica. Antoine was in danger. The man from Moldova, they've got to be best friends, right?
One helping each other out.
Michigan Stars, long delivery, Antoine again flashing the gloves. But when you put together his highlights from today, you can just use the last 2 minutes.
I mean, he wasn't very much used on the first half, but now at the end of the second, coming off, you know, just very important to keep CFC with the clean sheet and the win.
Perez skying that one long, taken by Michigan. Gathered up, Kataro booting it, centering the football. Chattanooga right there, Makruva with possession. We're into the 6th minute of added time. This one off of Lenny Lopez and out of play.
What a block by Lenny. Very important because we know that that goalkeeper can kick the ball all the way to CFC's box.
We had about 2 minutes where Antoine was down and they were tending to him. Will they add time for that?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe we'll go into 8 or 9 minutes added.
Michigan Stars, MSFC, back and forth, dinking and dunking the football. Now it's skied up the field of play. Chattanooga with possession momentarily. Nicolas has it taken away and cleared by Anatoly Prepelica. Battle for the football. Lenny Lopez harassing the defender over his head. Beautiful play by Tatenda. Long feed, Michigan through traffic. Perez clears it back. We've played 7 minutes of added time. Hard to predict when the clock will stop here in Chattanooga. Far side of the AstroTurf. Michigan Stars delivered on the edge of the 18. Still on the box. This one deflected away by a defender. Another shot deflected away by Chattanooga Football Club Bowers. Lopez battling for the football. Bowie fed inside, swatted at, booted up into the air. Here's a header. This one goes wide and Antoine goes down. Antoine is covering his face. He appears to be all right. Fans are calling for a red card.
I mean, he gets pushed or hit once the ball's in the air, and very dangerous play. Referee needs to be cautious and careful how she's gonna handle those situations because it could have been bad.
2-0 late into added time here in the Scenic City on 11 and FIFA Plus. Gabriel Schrei alongside my friend Zeka Fejas. Thank you for tuning in. Chattanooga. Long ball by Prepelica. Helping out the shaken Antoine, who has taken a beating in the final stages of this. Chattanooga. Throwing onto the field, Garcia Sosa. sent off of the field by Kataro and Michigan. Chattanooga throwing in towards the 18, cleared by Michigan. And that will do it. The NISA League Game of the Week. The victors, the undefeated 9-3-0 Chattanooga Football Club. They end the unbeaten streak for the Michigan Stars Football Club and the longest undefeated streak in National Independent Soccer Association history is extended from 11 games to 12 games. Just incredible.
Yeah, the game went on CFC's way since the beginning. CFC scoring 2 goals on the first half. You know, playing well, coming off the gate for the second. Didn't finish the game as well as he had started on or played at the beginning or the middle. But again, a win is a win at home against some tough competition. CFC leading the score early, you know, leading the table, staying consistent, and tonight a brilliant result. I'm sure they're going to be very happy about.
What are some key takeaways from this match for Chattanooga Football Club? What will they move forward and have learned from this?
Well, it just shows the dominance of the team that now has swapped the whole league with brilliant performances. You know, a lot of teams have come here to Finley with some different strategies and different ideas, and CFC has handled pretty much all of them. And tonight, a team that plays so tough and so strong, but CFC again not fazed by it and just performing as well as they can and bringing on the wins. So that speaks volumes for who they are and what they are doing this year.
Naglestad scores his 9th NISA League goal this season, his 51st career goal for Chattanooga Football Club. Antoine with another clean sheet. He's only allowed 3 goals this season. Who's your man of the match in this 2-0 victory?
The man of the match for me is Antoine. The game is 2-0. It's not a very cushioned score sheet. He keeps, you know, the clean sheet by saving that PK, which again, it could have turned the things around. And keeping CFC ahead of the score with the clean sheet, winning streak. And I mean, it's all Antoine today. For me, the man of the match, well deserved. A brilliant season so far, so he is definitely for sure man of the match for me.
Excellent. Looking forward, Michigan Stars Football Club, their next match, Saturday, July 14th. MSFC will face LA Force at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Romeo Stadium. Chattanooga Football Club remains undefeated on the season, 9-3-0. Their next match will come on Saturday, July 19th, as they face the Maryland Bobcats inside of Maryland Soccerplex. That is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, their next match. That'll do it for us here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. For CFC, MSFC, our entire crew, as well as my partner, Zach Fejas, I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from the Scenic City, where it's a 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club victory. This has been the NISA League Soccer Game of the Week. All games and events airing on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus are streamed live and are copyright material. Today's game will be archived inside of the app and will be available